Hey everyone, it's back with another AI update, and this one's huge. Recently, there's been a lot of buzz around Meta, the tech giant behind Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, and their ambitious AI projects. But things have taken an interesting turn because Meta has had to hit the brakes on some of its AI development. That's right, the company is putting a pause on certain AI features, particularly in Europe and Brazil, and it all comes down to data privacy concerns. So why is Meta's AI in hot water? Well, it comes down to how these powerful AI systems are trained. They need massive amounts of data, and we're talking about the kind of data that social media giants like Meta are swimming in: user posts, images, messages, you name it. Now, the problem is that regulators in Europe and Brazil are getting seriously tough on how companies use our personal information, and they're not convinced that Meta's been playing by the rules when it comes to utilizing this data for AI training. In Europe, it's the General Data Protection Regulation, more commonly known as GDPR, that's raising the red flags. This law is all about giving individuals more control over how their data is used, and it's got some pretty hefty penalties for companies that don't comply. A privacy watchdog group actually filed a complaint, arguing that Meta's recent policy update, which seemingly gave them broader access to user data for AI, goes against the principles of GDPR. They basically accused Meta of wanting to use any and all data for any purpose, which is a big no-no under European law. Over in Brazil, it's a similar story. Meta tried to roll out new AI tools there, but the Brazilian National Data Protection Authority, known as ANPD, wasn't having it. They slapped Meta with a temporary ban on training their AI models on Brazilians' personal data. The ANPD argued that Meta's privacy policies weren't transparent enough and put people's fundamental rights at risk. They basically called Meta out for trying to slip these changes under the radar without properly informing users about how their data would be used for AI development. This whole situation throws a bit of a wrench into Meta's plans, especially when it comes to their upcoming gadgets like AR glasses and VR headsets, which rely heavily on AI. Meta even admitted that they've had to hold back on releasing some of their latest AI models in Europe because the regulatory landscape is so uncertain right now. They're worried about running into even more roadblocks and potential fines, so they're playing it safe, for now at least. So what does this all mean for the future of Meta's AI ambitions? Well, it's definitely a setback. The company poured a ton of resources into catching up with competitors like Google and Microsoft in the AI race, and now they're facing some major hurdles. It's not just about the immediate impact on their product launches, it's about the broader message this sends. Meta's now under intense scrutiny, and they'll need to work hard to rebuild trust with both regulators and users if they want to remain a dominant force in the AI landscape. This whole situation also highlights a much bigger issue that's only going to become more important as AI becomes even more integrated into our lives: data collection and privacy. The truth is, these AI systems thrive on data, and the more data they have, the better they perform. But where is that data coming from? How is it being collected? And do users have a say in how it's being used? These are questions that Meta, and frankly all tech companies working on AI, need to address head-on. We're moving into uncharted territory, and it's crucial that we figure out the ethical and legal boundaries of using personal data to train these incredibly powerful AI systems. AI development isn't going to stop. It's only going to accelerate. But if companies like Meta want to be major players in this space, they need to make sure they're doing it responsibly and ethically. That means being upfront with users about how their data is being used, giving them more control over their data, and perhaps exploring alternative methods for training AI models that don't rely so heavily on scraping massive amounts of personal information. It's a complex issue with no easy answers, and it's definitely something we'll be keeping a close eye on in the coming months and years. Now, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on all of this. Do you think Meta is justified in using user data to train its AI, even if it means pushing the boundaries of privacy? Or do you believe that regulators are right to step in and demand more transparency and control over how our data is used for these purposes? Let me know your take in the comments below, because I'm always eager to hear different perspectives on these complex issues. As you guys know, I'm passionate about bringing you the latest and greatest in the world of AI. I'm always working hard to improve the quality of these videos, and I'm really trying to build a community where we can discuss, learn, and geek out about all things AI together. So, if you found this video insightful, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I'm incredibly grateful for your support and engagement. It motivates me to keep creating content that you find valuable. Until next time, Keep exploring, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next video.